This is a Soul Knowledge First. Welcome back to it. Tonight we share the story of Puma and Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain, a classic video game produced by Konami. It has been shot live in blades and triggers, and it is the appropriate setting for the story that's about to blow your mind. Let's get into it. If you know anything about Metal Gear Solid, you will know the lead character, Snake, also known as the boss. And in that game, he's all about the best equipment, a whole lot of variety of goodies, shotguns, automatic rifles, SMGs. It just doesn't come to its end. And a store like Blades and Triggers is the perfect place to be a good setting for where I'm going with this. And just so that you know, when you get into Blades and Triggers, you can get access to air rifles, paintball, airsoft, archery, knives, and even self-defense guns. So that's the kind of place that we're dealing with right now and delivering this message in. Go and check it out. So Metal Gear Solid comes out in the year 2015 and is one of the jewels within the design collection of Japanese genius in gaming, Hideo Kojima. And in doing so, this has been such a massive build-up that when the game finally comes to life, it delivers pure poetry. Massive landscapes, changing weather, sandstorms that come into play, beautiful scenery, and obviously the boss who is back on track. This time with an artificial limb, and actually also just gives reference to a play on words within the name of the video game, Phantom Pain, because obviously he's got a limb and he's still feeling pain, and he's the Phantom Striker. For those of you who are not familiar with the franchise, Metal Gear Solid is a tactical espionage game. And what that means is that within the game, it is your purpose to fulfill several short missions without being spotted, without being identified. Now what Puma has done is that they've taken the styling of the character's boots and actually made them come to life. All of the detailing that Snake would typically wear has been made manifest in these shoes over here. So what I want to show you is a pair of sneakers that have a Japanese only release, and we've got a few pairs over here with Soul Knowledge within South Africa, and I want to walk you through how Puma has made Snake come alive. Now what's most impactful is part of this unboxing is how the shoes are actually presented. As you see, firstly, the big V for Metal Gear Solid 5, but the shoes are presented like you would see these guns on the left and right side of me within a gun case. This is what it looks like. What I want to do now is I want to take you deeper into how Puma has dissected the idea and the vision of Hideo Kojima in making a pair of shoes that are not just looking pretty or accurate to what Snake would wear in the game, but functionally it performs exactly as what you would expect Snake to be wearing in real life. This is what's going on over here. Now the first thing I'm going to read to you is what's actually written in at the tongue section. And for those of you who aren't familiar with the video game, you'll remember that Snake is part of a division called the Diamond Dogs. And just let me read this to you. It says, designed and constructed by the Diamond Dogs R&D Tactical Gear Division. Silent purposed stealth footwear. Silent fabrication, covert ops prototype. Now, just think about this. When you think of the character, he's got to sneak into places undetected. No one's got to see him, and then he's got to take out the enemy. These boots have actually dampened the sound when you walk in real life. And also, all of the materials are of such a nature that not only the outsole, but also the way that this boot flexes and gives way does not make a sound. That's the biggest call out of this design functionally for what Snake actually achieves. Now have a looking at the lining over here. This is actually a moisture wicking lining. So imagine hours upon hours spent hiding, waiting, crouching. This can wear you out. But this is a moisture wicking lining that works all the way through the shoe, keeping your foot perfectly dry to perform. Now consider wet regions. This would be waterproofed until probably about this level, a completely waterproofed shoe, because even the tongue itself has been protected and does not allow any debris on the inside, water on the inside. So it keeps the water out and keeps your foot dry. The beauty is the construction that has a seam sealed zip. So if you want to add more breathability, the seam opens up, it allows breathability. And check this out, with an absolute leather upper that runs all the way through this, it has created flex grooves set in over here. So as you bend, as you flex, it's still going to not add the sound of a creasing leather, but also perform to give you a comfortable fit. Here's the most important part. It's lined with a nylon ballistic mesh, which means at some places when this construction takes place, it does not need full leather to keep it heavy, but a ballistic mesh that performs like leather, but keeping it lightweight and breathable. Each pair of the Metal Gear Solid sneaker boots also come with a calf gaiter. This is this piece of additional construction which is attached onto the boots with these metal holders, and it may be worn with or without the calf gaiter. And as you can see, all of these calf gaiters have also been branded with the diamond dogs. This fly is actually irritating me. Can I just give me a second? Forgive me. Now, many of you think that's probably where it would end, but within video gaming, it's not too common that you would see two stories told in one. Here's my favorite part of it all. Within the video game, the main character, Snake, sometimes wants to attack during the daytime and sometimes at night. And he does that by changing the position of the sun by smoking what's referred to as a phantom cigar. This is the scene and how it looks when you decide to move the position of the sun. Now what you would have noticed during the scene of smoking the phantom cigar is that Snake wears a watch. This is exactly the watch for Metal Gear Solid that Snake wears, and it's been created by Wired and made available by an anonymous contributor to the show. You would notice the consistency of the branding, Metal Gear Solid 5, and in its absolute pristine state. This is the watch used when enjoying the phantom cigar. And that sees us at the end of this episode. Again, thanks to Sneaker Exchange, Blades and Triggers, Puma, Hideo Kojima, Konami. Guys, it has been an amazing story. For those of you who've never played Metal Gear Solid before, pick it up, get into it. It's a really special video game. And see if you can look out for finding these sneakers, unlocking them within the game. It's something special. So, as we always do, lot of love. Ciao.